This is Patrick Daniel, the number 75, going for the biggest win of his career into his outside out of Mowequa, Illinois. The Mowequa Missile, Shannon Babb in car number 18.
Road 2 on the inside out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's the 76. That's Snowdrift. Blair Nodorf on his outside. Out of McClure, Ohio, former UMP Dirt Car national champion, it is Rusty Schlenk.
Road number 3 coming to us out of Watertown, South Dakota, the number 37 of Scott Ward, and lining up to his outside from Loudon, Tennessee, the 00 of Matt Henderson.
Fourth row back on the inside out of Blairsville, Georgia. It's your 3-time and now reigning Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion, Superman Jonathan Davenport. And on his outside out of Bell Valley, Ohio, the Bell Valley Terror, Kevin Smith.
Moving back to road number 5 out of St. Charles, Missouri, and that throwback wrap on his 11G, it's Gordy Gundaker, and lining up to his outside, the 2019 Sooner Late Model Series champion. In the GO, it's Kip Hughes out of Enid, Oklahoma.
Road number 6, starting 11th out of Peoria, Illinois, it's A-Dog Alan Weiser in the 25W, and on his outside, originally from Chandler, Arizona, now calling Clive, Iowa home, the 99 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr.
Road number 7 coming to us out of Deckard, Tennessee. It'll be Jaden Frame in the J8, and to his outside, the Florida native Joey Coulter in car 2C.
Road number 8 is made up of a pair of Land Lincoln drivers. On the inside, it'll be the J12 of Jason Wagner, and on the outside, in the 27S, it's Mike Schulte.
How about 2 more drivers from the state of Illinois? Starting in road number 9, it'll be Mike Glasscock out of Leroy, Illinois. To his outside, Greg Kimmons out of Pleasant Plains.
And your final 2 starters are your B-main transfers. On the inside, out of Richmond, Indiana, it's Insane Dwayne Chamberlain on the 20C, and on the outside of him, out of Linden, Tennessee, the 98 of Eric Hickerson.
20 cars, 20 laps, top 3 lock in. Blake Anderson, can the race be better? Can the victory lane or interview be more entertaining? Is it even possible as we get set for the second late model feature?
I can think of one thing to get the crowd going more than what just happened. I got Derek Kessler here with this D-Swab in it. What do you think it'd take, D-Swab?
I think most of the fans should be cheering this. We got the Falls crew up in one of the suites, 228. I think I need their help. We need to start doing it.
Let's start it up.
Bad.
Let's go. Let's hear ya. There, we got a couple up. There they are. Yeah, there they are.
Now, wait a minute. I'm wondering if all the Texas fans that are here are chanting Daniel. That doesn't quite have the ring to it.
Well, they can't chant Texan because everybody's going to think Gary Wright's on the pole of this one, so they can't say Texan.
Snowdrift.
We'll cheer on whoever rips the fence.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Rusty Schlenk hopes they're going to be cheering Domination at the end of this one. With
right.
Domination race car starting outside of row 2.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, hey, a big hat tip to Rusty Schlenk as well, man. He has really put together a good piece there in that race car, and he has ventured out as well. He ran at Duck River a few weeks ago, and he's actually taken that car down to North Carolina, South Carolina, and run as well. Caution lights are out, guys. 20 laps the distance. Top 3 advance to tomorrow's main event, and we are under feature number 2.
Patrick Daniel takes him off on 1-2, slides in front of Shannon Babb. Babb back to second, third. Now Lee Schlenk as everybody works down the back straightaway off into 3 and 4.
The former upper wheel modified standout. Patrick Daniel going to lead lap number 1. Shannon Babb second, Rusty Schlenk through. And Scott Wood has got problems on the 37. That follows everyone up behind of him. And the caution flag comes out. Yeah, something happened with Scott Ward. And that bottled up everyone behind. Jonathan Davenport had nowhere to go.
To be fair, they had to call the caution because Davenport he had turned this into a 1/10 mile as he had to go through the infield and rejoin the pack. So we're going to have 1 lap forward, 1 lap down, 19 to go. And how many Patrick Daniel fans are in the house tonight? The Texas driver, I know he's got a lot of people watching at home. We've been tagged in social media stuff, and very, very likable guy in that 75, leading the way early in this one.
Yeah, Patrick Daniel, again, a former standout, and he actually there for a few years, he came up and ran the Blair Nodorfs and the Matt Hendersons and the Kevin Smiths of the world. That could be you if you're sitting at home right now. Get to the Dome next year.
December 17th, 18th, and 19th, and that's next year's dates. We're getting them sorted out. It's Patrick Daniel, your leader, Shannon Babb in second, Schlenk position number 3. As we are getting set, lights are out. We're going to go green out of turn number 4. With 1 lap on the board, 19 to go. Patrick Daniel says, let's race back to the checkered right now.
Right.
Let's throw the checkered. Long way to go in this one.
Hey,
the Texas driver leads the way.
This would be a good victory lane interview as well.
Looking for the green flag out of 4. 19 laps to go. We're back underway in the Dome. Super Late Model feature number 2.
Green flag is out. Oh, shit. Gonna dive down into the inside. All for not though. Patrick Dean with a good run on top. Man, 175 kart is fast. Shannon Babb, second. Rusty Schlenk goes side by side for fourth, side by side for fifth as well. As they hop through turns 3 and 4. Patrick Daniel still hanging on that top spot.
Off through the corner are key words right now. They're navigating the whole stand. Daniel goes to the top side of the racetrack. He leads lap number 3. Shannon Babb, 3 car lengths back there. Half a straightaway in front of Rusty Schlenk, who rides in third. Fourth was Matt Henderson. Here comes Ricky Thornton Jr. up to fifth. He's got no door back to sixth. And they're stacking up down at turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, trouble in turns 3 and 4. Looks like Kip Hughes, Jaden Frame, and I believe Mike Glasscock involved in this accident on the inside of the racetrack. We did get a couple more laps in, so 3 laps.
Carpenter, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. That podium of interviews right there.
All right.
Lights are out, Dustin. Let's try it again.
3 laps down, 17 laps remaining. Patrick Daniel, Shannon Babb, Rusty Schlenk, your top 3 cars, and we get back to racing here in St. Louis.
Off into 1 and 2, and Schlenk's going to come after Babb. Babb slides in front of him. Schlenk turns back down the hill. Good battle for second as they head up into 3 and 4.
Ricky Thornton Jr. and Jonathan Davenport right there knocking on the back door as well. Patrick Daniel stays out front though. Shannon Babb right now, you wonder if these guys maybe just going to try to log some smooth laps before they make a run over the course of the second half of this race.
Now look now, the Superman's got his cape in the wind. He runs the low side through 3 and 4. He's been on the top in 1 and 2, making up ground, now up into the top 5.
Patrick Daniel leading, Shannon Babb second. Oh man, Ricky Thornton Jr. is stoked down to the inside. Almost made contact with Rusty Schlenk right there. Thornton backed off of it, actually cost him a little bit of ground. And here comes Babb.
Patrick Daniel, you're leading. Babb on the move, and here comes the lap traffic as we work lap 7.
Yeah, Shannon Babb, no stranger, working through lap traffic on these bull ranks. Rusty Schlenk loses that 3rd spot to Ricky Thornton Jr. Battle for the lead, battle for the 3rd spot right now with 13 down, or 13 to go rather.
And you may have a new leader. Yes, sir, you do. Shannon Babb to the lead as we complete lap number 8.
The crowd comes to their feet as the Mowequa Missile moves the 18 car up into the top spot. Patrick Daniel second. Ricky Thornton Jr. is now closing in on this lead duo. Look at the 99 RT work his way to the front.
Next time by is going to be halfway as the leaders work through lap traffic. Shannon Babb hammer down. Here comes Thornton Jr. Rusty Schlenk losing touch with your top 3, Dustin. We are officially halfway home out of turn number 4.
Ricky Thornton Jr. has closed in on that lead duo. And no, here comes Patrick Daniel back down to the inside of Shannon Babb. Can't quite make the pass though. Babb continues to work around lap traffic. Halfway home, 10 down, 10 to go.
Ricky Thornton Jr. to the inside of Patrick Daniel. They bounce it. Oh, your 3rd place runner, Ricky Thornton Jr. just breaks. He broke. He hit a hole out of turn number 4, and the 99 RT out of this one. That puts Schlenk back in the 3rd spot. Shannon Babb, your leader, 12 down, 8 to go off turn number 4.
Man, that is a tough break for Ricky Thornton Jr. Much to his dismay is the rise of Rusty Schlenk, who regains that 3rd and final transfer spot. Jonathan Davenport on the outside looking in. But Gordy Gundaker has moved his way up into the 5th position.
That's right, Gordy Gundaker on the move. Davenport 4th, outside looking in. You got to think he might like to see a caution working lap 14. Meanwhile, Shannon Babb puts a lap on Glasscock through turns 3 and 4. Might not be that easy as Glasscock drives back around him. Daniel was rolling in your leader, Shannon Babb.
6 laps to go. Shannon Babb has got lap traffic stuck up in front of him as Patrick Daniel in the inside of the racetrack. Oh, Mike Glasscock nearly loses in front of your race leaders. Meanwhile, Patrick Daniel bounces off the inside wall. 5 laps to go for your leader, Shannon Babb.
Shannon Babb cannot Glasscock, and now Daniel's rolling him in. He's bringing Schlenk with him. Here comes Davenport. Here comes Gundaker, your top 5, now within a straightaway of one another.
Gordy's surprising them on the high side of the speedway. He's side by side with Jonathan Davenport in the battle for the 4th spot. Top 5 cars can be covered with a blanket with 4 to go. Babb, Daniel, Schlenk, Davenport, and Gundaker, your top 5, now 3 laps remaining.
Shannon Babb 3 more times around the speedway. Rusty Schlenk has caught Patrick Daniel. That's the battle for second. Daniel maybe just trying to hold on here toward the end. Gundaker and the 49 at Davenport go at it for position number 4.
2 laps to go this time by for your race leader, Shannon Babb. Patrick Daniel, as you mentioned, now in defense mode as he tries to hang on to that 2nd spot, and he just come up the corner. Here comes Schlenk.
Rusty Schlenk to the inside, and now Davenport sees a chance. White flag in there one more time around the speedway for Shannon Babb.
Final time around for Shannon Babb, and he has pulled out to nearly a straightaway advantage over this battle for the 2nd spot. Babb has got this race well in hand. Checkered flag is out. The winner of feature number 2 is going to be Shannon Babb. Second spot goes to Rusty Slink. The third and final transfer spot goes to Patrick Daniel.
Jonathan Davenport in 4th, Gordy Gundaker in 5th, Jason Wagner 6th, Kevin Smith, Nodorf, Joey Coulter, and Jaden Frame, your top 10. Coming home in the 3rd position out of Wills Point, Texas, the number 75 of Patrick Daniel. He locks into Saturday night's finale. And 2nd out of McClure, Ohio, the 91S of Rusty Schlink. And your winner out of Moweaqua, Illinois, Shannon Babb in car 18. Shannon Babb in the Petrov Towing, Donnelly Trucking, Kubler Ultra Oil, CJI Piping and Fabrication, Rocket XR1, a Mullins power plant under the hood of that race car. 2nd win of the year for Shannon Babb, and he heads off to Victory Lane, Sunoco Race Fuels Victory Lane, after picking up $5,000. Blake Anderson, that one was another chaotic feature here in the Dome.
Absolutely. Especially towards the end when they had to negotiate through lap traffic, and Shannon Babb kind of got pinned there for a little bit behind the lap car, and Patrick Daniel had life with a couple of laps to go. We will get Ricky Thornton Jr. pushed through Sunoco Racing Fuels Victory Lane so we can close the curtain and get the 18 of Shannon Babb, the Moweaqua Missile, into Sunoco Racing Fuels Victory Lane for the 2nd time here at the Dome. Of course, rewind 3 years ago to the inaugural Arizona Sports Shirts Gateway Dirt Nationals presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts on Friday night show. Shannon Babb and Scott Bloomquist had won for the ages. Helmet is off. Kyle McGowan, our chief starter, has the Sunoco Racing Fuels hat, and climbing out of the car, he can hear you. Let him hear you, St. Louis, Shannon Babb. Flex cam and all, and Shannon, before the race, we had the Babb chant going, and it took you a little bit to venture upstairs, but once you found it, it was like game on. This thing was on a rail.
It was. I don't even know who the hell the guy was on the pole, but he was fast. Never met him before, but you know, he was really good. I just thought I'd let him lead it for a while and see what his line was going to be. It's really demanding to run 20 up there. But, you know, I can't say enough about this Rocker Race car. Got a Mullins LS engine in it. It's pretty stout. Just a lot of fun. Petrov Towing, CJI, Donnelly's, John Keebler. I got my buddy David Noonan up top. Just all my good friends and family, especially Emily and my girls at home watching.
Shannon, with about 5 to go, we hit lap traffic, and you had a lap car there that, how difficult is that for you as a driver to decide where to go when they're kind of indecisive on if they're going to go to the bottom or the top?
You know, everybody's cars are just turning them in all different directions. That's Mike Glasscock. I know him pretty well. I could see his dry shaft in his oil pan a couple times, and he had the same idea I did. I just had to find a different way around him, and I went to the top above the holes, and I had to get it on there the last 5 laps.
Patrick Daniel ran a great race, but you end up in victory lane here. You've drummed up some magic in the past on Friday night.
No doubt, this dome is awesome. It's been great to me. You know, dirt in December is unreal. Gotta say hats off to Cody and his crew. They do a fabulous job getting this together. Everybody understands. You gotta have a little patience. Getting everything built here in 2 days is remarkable. It's not the smoothest thing we would like, but they did a hell of a good job getting it all here and getting us here and getting a race.
What's the plan tomorrow night? You guys have 24 hours kind of to sit back, relax, and digest this evening.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't see it being too much different. We're going to tweak on the car a little bit, go over the shocks, maybe add a little gas pressure to them, and just, you know, make it so it's good there at the last 25.
I know you got a lot of fans there sitting up in, I think, 228 up there. Congratulations, Shannon.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody.
How about it one more time for Shannon Babb, and we'll have him draw the 50-50, over $7,000, I do believe, for the Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame. And keep in mind, there